All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a little guide to the Monument to the Lost Lights, which exotics are worth getting, whether you're a veteran player or a new player. The sandbox has shifted significantly for PvE, PvP, so I'm going to cover these exotics. Before, back in the day, it was like, you want to go here, you need to get the Anarchy as quickly as possible. Now, not so much. Sturm is 120 RPM hand cannon, don't need to get that. Mida, not the most popular. It doesn't really work very well in PvP unless you have like a bunch of range. Then it is actually good, but overall not the best. Rat King is fun to use, one of my favorite exotics, but really don't need that for PvP. Sleeper is probably the #1 overall weapon that you should get from this Monument to the Lost Lights. This is really strong, really good, especially in this season right now. This is like the #1 go-to weapon. If you're a new player, veteran player, and you haven't gotten this yet, make sure to get that. Warline 0, definitely not necessary at this point in time. Polaris Lance, no. Whisper is decent, but definitely not the highest priority. Outbreak's actually really good. I wouldn't put it as the highest priority, though, and Acreus is just decent this season and in this sandbox. Ace of Spades is easily the best hand cannon, if not top 3, no matter who you are, how you play in PvP. This is a top 3 weapon minimum, if not the best weapon, so definitely in PvP, get this. The Sleeper is obviously for PvE. Same thing for Last Word. Last Word is a top 3 weapon. If you're on controller, this is like the #1 most strongest hand cannon in the game. If you're not on controller, it's still really good though. Lamarck is actually surprisingly good. I see people using this and enjoying this and playing well. Jotun, don't use this unless you hate yourself and you hate everyone around you and you want to have no friends. Izanagi's Burden, still very good. Not as many people using it these days, but definitely a very good exotic and worth getting. Thorn, super good in the current sandbox. Lumina, very good. Not quite as good as Thorn, though. Truth, really not that good. Not that impressive. Bad Juju, not that impressive. Anarchy is actually still decent in certain situations, but it's been nerfed to shit and not quite what it used to be. Tarba is amazing in PvP. When you get that Beast perk proc, this thing will literally run people over. Don't sleep on the Tarba. Tarba could easily be in the top 10 for trials this season. It's really good. And then the Always On Time is just, that's a Sparrow. So go to the third category. We got the Leviathan's Breath. This is a power bow, really strong, but I don't see it being used too often, PvP or PvE, so not that common. Aaron's Vow is used quite a bit. Easily one of the best exotics you could get from this. Great at killing barrier champions. Make sure to grab that at some point. Bastion, really good, and they've changed it quite a bit, but it's still really good, and it does have like the Unstoppable perk on as well, so it's pretty sweet. Weapon Symmetry, I haven't seen anyone or heard anyone talk about Symmetry in so long. That's crazy. Devil's Ruin is a pretty fun exotic, but not meta by any means. Tommy's Matchbook, no, you don't need to get that. Fourth Horseman can be good in certain situations, but you don't really need that. Not as the highest priority. Witherhoard is amazing, though. Witherhoard you should absolutely get. It would honestly be like Sleeper Simulant, #1, and Witherhoard #2 if you're a new player, or if you are a returning player, someone that hasn't played in a while, and you don't have all of these exotics complete. Sleeper, and then Witherhoard for PvE, in my opinion. Aaron's Vow, maybe even #3 at that point. Ruinous Effigy is a really fun exotic to use. Not meta by any means, but very fun. And Traveler's Chosen is just good for like beating bounties where you have to get ability kills. That's about it. Duality is a decent shotgun, not the meta, not the strongest shotgun for slug or pellets, but not too bad either. And Tiku's Divination is just an average bow in my opinion. Honestly, it's pretty good for the exotic bows, but you know, nothing too crazy here. And the Cryesthesia, same thing, nothing too crazy with that. Don't need that. In terms of legendary gear, literally you can go, if you're a new light player or new player or a returning player, you could go and get the Ace of Spades and the Felwinter's Lie, and you're good to go for PvP. You really don't need anything else, and you could just get those straight from this right here. All this other stuff has been sunset, so not too much to cover here. I think the only thing that isn't sunset is this now, Point of the Stag, which I haven't seen anyone use or talk about this, so long time. No Distractions of Whirlpool, no. So Felwinter's Lie, definitely worth getting. Felwinter's Lie and an Ace, and you would be literally set for PvP, even if you just downloaded Destiny. You just have to be able to get those materials. So that's a wrap for this video, though. Hopefully you found it helpful. Make sure to subscribe if you did. Smash the like button. See you in the next one. Later.